Hi guys, and welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I will go through everything you will be able to do during this week in World of Warcraft. I will also make sure to remind you of some important deadlines, and I will explain what exactly you need to do in priority during the week. So the first thing that I want to remind you is the fact that until tomorrow for North American realms and Wednesday for European realms, you will have the Timewalking event for Wrath of the Lich King that will be up. And with that, you will have access to the Timewalking version of the Ulduar raid. And here, this is really something I would recommend you to do on all your different alts that you're currently gearing up. Because as you can see, you can get some champions gear from all the different bosses that are extremely easy to kill. So this is probably one of the easiest way for you to get some champions gear at this stage. And also, with this event, you have access to two quests. One that will require you to kill Yogg-Saron in Timewalking difficulty, and this is something you can do very easily in probably less than 10 minutes by simply going in Raid's Legacy, and here you just want to type skip, and you will have a lot of these different Ulduar skip groups that will be available. Then you just want to join, and you will be able to be teleported directly to the General Vezax, and normally in just 5 minutes you'll be able to kill both bosses. And then like that, you will receive a piece of hero gear. And this is something that you can also use in the Catalyst in order to create, for instance, a piece of tier set from the new raid. So this is really by far the easiest way for you to get a piece of hero gear. And sadly, this event will end on Wednesday or Tuesday for North American realms. And so after that, you won't have access to the raid or also to the quest. And you also have another quest that you can pick up in Dornogo that will require you to kill 5 of the different raid bosses from the Ulduar raid in Timewalking difficulty, or to complete 5 of the different Timewalking dungeons, and it will reward you with a piece of champions gear from the new raid. Now, talking about free gear, you will have another very easy way for you to get a piece of hero gear on all your different alts. So here basically during this week you normally are now able to get access to the last 2 chapters of the main storyline in Karesh. And the last chapter will require you to kill Dimensius in any difficulty. And when you do so, you will receive this crafting regent that will increase the eye level of the item you'll craft to 691, and you can then further upgrade it to 704. And what's interesting with the weekly reset is the fact that on Wednesday or Tuesday for North American realms, you will be able to have access to the story mode version of the raid. So basically it means that you will be able to directly go and kill the last boss, Dimensius, in story mode, which is something you can do solo, and that is very easy to do. And so here really all you have to do is to come right here at the entrance of the new raid, and you will need to talk to the Phase General Amir, who is just next to the entrance, and with that, you will be able to enter the story mode version of the raid, kill Dimensius, and make sure, of course, to have the quest before that of the last chapter that will reward you with the crafting regent. And when you do so, you will receive your crafting regent that you can then use in order to craft this piece of hero gear. And remember that normally, once you've completed the 3 first chapters of the main storyline on one character, you will then be able to skip directly to the 3rd chapter on all your different alts. So it means that basically on all your different alts, you will be able to directly go to chapter 3, just do the chapter 4, and then kill Dimensius in story mode in order to get this crafting regent. And here, for the skip, it's very simple. You just want to unlock the portal to Karesh on your different alts, and as soon as you arrive, you want to talk to this guy, and here you want to click on the option to skip the main storyline, and at least like that you will directly be able to have access to your Reshi wraps and also to the 4th chapter of this new campaign. Now during this week we will also be able to have access to the second part of the new raid in LFR difficulty. And so here I just want to bring your attention to one specific boss that normally will become available with this week's LFR release, and this is the Soul Hunters. And the reason why is because again this boss will drop these different boots that will increase the efficiency basically of your Reshi wraps by a certain amount of percentage based on the difficulty. And even though LFR is only 20%, it's still something that is very powerful. So try maybe to do it on your different characters, and hopefully you will be able to get this pair of boots. But of course, if you can also do it in normal heroic, you will be able to get even better percentages for your Reshi wraps. But just something for you to keep in mind. Now, during this week, there is another important event that you really need to take advantage of, and this is the World Quest bonus event. So here, basically, each time you complete a world quest, you will be able to get, not double, but 50% more reputation, which is really good. And this is something that will especially be very useful in the new zone, because like that, you will be able to get way more reputation points, and you will be able to increase your renown with the carriage trust way faster. So just something for you to keep in mind. Again, you have time, there's no rush, but if you are trying, for instance, to unlock maybe the new augment rune or some of the other advantages that comes with this new renown system, then that's maybe a good week to just prioritize doing all the world quests on your different characters, and hopefully like that you will be able to reach a really good renown by the end of the week. I also want to remind you that during this week we will have finally the reveal of Midnight with the cinematic, and also with more information regarding some of the key things linked to Midnight, and also other systems such as the housing system. So here, if you want to see the new cinematic live, it will be showcased normally at 8 p.m. CEST, 2 p.m. ET, and 11 a.m. PT tomorrow on August 19th. And you can go either on Twitch or I believe on the Gamescom YouTube channel, to watch it live. And of course, this is only the start of a whole week of announcements. So here you have the entire schedule. As you can see, on Wednesday, you will have the Housing Showcase, also the Mythic Dungeon Showcase and Delve Showcase. Then on Thursday, you have way more information regarding Arena and PvP. Then here, you will have the community live stream, content creators, activities, and then more things. But you will also have another Housing Showcase at that moment. And after that, I believe on the 2 other days, you will have a few more things. Again, linked to the new expansion, you have like a new creators clash and these type of things. So just make sure to have a look. And of course, if you're interested, I would recommend you to try and tune in when you can. Also, during this week, you will have access to the beta or the PTR for Legion Remix. So if you are interested, I would recommend you to also check in, because you only have 10 days and after that it will be gone. So yeah, just something for you to consider doing as well. Here you will just need to download and install the PTR for patch 11.2.5, and then as soon as you arrive, you will be able to create a new Time Runner character, and then you will have access like that to Legion Remix. So just something, again, if you are interested, that you can do during this week. Finally, the last thing that I want to remind you is the fact that during the 2 next days, you still have a chance at farming this mount right here to Archaeology in Legion, the Spirit of Ech'ero. This is a mount that is available only twice per year, and right now you can get it, so you just need to pick up the quest in the Legion version of Dalaran from the trainer for Archaeology, and then you will be able to go in High Mountain and to get the quest to get the mount. I made a full guide on that, so I would recommend you to go watch it if you are interested. But just a quick reminder, because this is a cool mount, and one important thing to note is that you will be able to actually buy it from a vendor during the Legion Remix event, but it will cost you quite a lot of bronze, so maybe something easier to get, I guess, right now, by simply doing the main archaeology activity. So that's pretty much it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. I will be back very soon with more guides and more videos, and in the meantime, I wish you all a great day. Bye!